Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson's hedonistic lifestyle has recently come under scrutiny after the couple recently revealed their financial struggles. The two had a party-filled adventure in Nashville last month, celebrating the birthday of their friend Zach. In the Instagram snapshots, we see Graziadei and Anderson drinking beer, playing pool, and enjoying the outdoors. The couple also had an extravagant vacation in Hawaii with fellow Bachelor Nation alums Charity Lawson and Dotun Olubeko. They also indulged at this year's CMA Festival, where they were seen with country star Jelly Roll. The seemingly lavish getaways had some fans scratching their heads, as Graziadei and Anderson have recently been open about their challenges with money. "Does anyone work these days?" one user jokingly commented on the Nashville Post. "I want to know, if you travel all the damn time, how do you make your money? Do you guys work?" another confronted. "Do you work at all?" inquired a third. "Serious question, do Bachelor/Bachelorette winners have jobs? All I see are pics of Joey and Kelsey on all of these trips," a commenter wrote on Anderson's post of the trip. During a June interview on the Trading Secrets podcast, Anderson explained how she and her fiancé have been able to travel constantly without daily commitments. Anderson quit her day job as an assistant project manager due to her busy schedule, something which Graziadei supported. She revealed that he offered to help her financially during her months-long hiatus, which she described as a security blanket. Graziadei also said that his time on season 28 of The Bachelor led to a dramatic dip in his credit score, which made it hard for him to secure housing. Therefore, Anderson offered to let him stay at her place in New Orleans with her two roommates. "Let me set the record straight. I'm not broke. I'm doing just fine," Graziadei reassured fans on his Instagram story on Monday. "But I am temporarily living with Kelsey and her roommates as a choice to be able to spend as much time as possible with her as she finishes out her lease." The sun had just dipped below the Miami skyline, casting an orange-pink glow over the beachside mansion. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson were hosting what many fans would later call the most extravagant party of the season. Champagne flowed like a waterfall, DJs spun tracks loud enough to shake the sand, and guests, models, influencers, and reality TV stars mingled in designer clothes. The air smelled of salt, sunscreen, and a hint of scandal waiting to unfold. Joey, casually leaning against the marble bar, laughed as Kelsey twirled in a sparkling mini dress. "Can you believe the setup, babe?" he asked, raising his glass. "I mean, this is insane." Kelsey grinned, brushing a strand of blonde hair behind her ear. "I know, right? But honestly, it's getting expensive." Her words, casual as they were, floated through the air like a spark in dry grass. The complaints that started it all. The next morning, clips from the party had already flooded social media. Fans were used to seeing Joey and Kelsey traveling in style, posting snapshots from yachts, private villas, and luxury vacations. But this time, something was different. In a live-streamed Instagram story, Kelsey sighed, holding her face in her hands. "Joey and I are trying to be responsible, but wow, parties like that? They cost way more than we thought. I don't know how we're going to budget next month." The response was instantaneous. "Wait, you complained about money after this party?" one fan tweeted. "This is peak millionaire problems, and we're here for it, but also not." Another added, "Imagine having this lifestyle and whining about it. Girl, bye." And so began the whirlwind of Backlash. A lifestyle under the microscope. The critics didn't stop at social media. Reality TV bloggers and gossip sites were quick to analyze every facet of Joey and Kelsey's lives. The Bachelor couple seems to live in a bubble of champagne and designer dresses, yet they publicly lament about budgeting, wrote one site. Another headline screamed, "Joey and Kelsey, reality stars or financial complaints influencers?" Meanwhile, Joey tried to brush it off. "Look," he told a friend during a podcast interview, "it's not like we're broke. It's just managing this lifestyle is different than I imagined. The expectations, the traveling, the events, it adds up." But for fans, his explanation sounded hollow. Many argued that complaining about money while hosting over-the-top parties was tone-deaf, especially when most of their followers were dealing with everyday bills, student loans, and rent. The party that fueled the fire. To be fair, the party had been legendary. There was a champagne fountain shaped like a unicorn, a live saxophonist for romantic sunset vibes, and a floating bar on the water. Guests were handed velvet ropes to keep the party exclusive. Every detail screamed opulence, and the photos were breathtaking. But juxtaposed with Kelsey's complaint, it created a surreal contrast. Memes began circulating, showing Kelsey holding a $5,000 cocktail while saying, "We might need to cut back this month." Joey's reactions were not spared either. Clips of him laughing and joking in front of a massive dessert table were turned into GIFs captioned, "Budgeting Struggles Millionaire Edition." It was the perfect storm. Fans were divided. Some defended them, citing their right to discuss financial stress, while others roasted them for being out of touch. Defending their choices. In response to the mounting criticism, Joey and Kelsey posted a joint statement on Instagram. "We've read your comments and understand where you're coming from. Our lives may look glamorous, but like anyone else, we face financial decisions and challenges. We're learning every day and hope you can respect that we're figuring it out just like everyone else." It was polite, measured, and carefully worded. Yet, as often happens in the court of social media, the damage was done. Fans had already created 1,000 memes, and gossip columns were running headlines like, "Bachelor couple complains about money while living in luxury." The double life of fame. Behind the cameras, the couple did feel pressure. Joey confessed to a friend, "People think we just party all the time and live carelessly. But balancing work, sponsorships, and public appearances, it's stressful. It's easy to snap and say something like that." Kelsey nodded, scrolling through comments on her phone. "It's wild. I can't even post a vacation pic without someone saying, 'Oh, look at the money complaints.' We're human." They weren't wrong. Fame often comes with a surreal lifestyle that normalizes extravagance while also demanding constant humility. Joey and Kelsey were caught in a paradox. Show the life, don't complain, and keep fans entertained. The social media debate. The online debate became its own spectacle. Threads on Reddit dissected their every move. Some fans argued they had a right to vent about financial stress, while others insisted they were out of touch with reality. TikTok users created videos showing clips from the party with sarcastic captions like, "When you can afford a champagne fountain but still worry about your Netflix bill." Meanwhile, influencers weighed in. Reality star veterans commented on Instagram, "This is why transparency in reality TV is tricky. Fans forget you're human." The story wasn't just about money. It became a commentary on social media culture itself, on the pressure to appear perfect while navigating real-life challenges. A lesson learned. Weeks passed and the backlash slowly simmered. Joey and Kelsey adjusted their content, sharing more personal moments without extravagance. They started showing simple dinners, morning workouts, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of balancing bills and sponsorships. One post caught attention. Joey holding a calculator and Kelsey pointing at a spreadsheet captioned, "Budgeting like real adults. Lesson learned." Fans appreciated the honesty, and while some still teased them, many respected the effort to show both sides of fame. It was a humbling experience for the couple, but one that reminded them, and the audience, that fame isn't always as glamorous as it seems. Reflections in the limelight. One quiet evening, Joey and Kelsey sat on their balcony, watching the city lights flicker across Miami. The waves whispered against the shore. "You know," Kelsey said, "I think people forget we're learning just like everyone else. They see the highlight reel, not the real story." Joey nodded. "Exactly. It's a weird world. We get judged no matter what we do, spend or save, but at least we can try to show some truth now." They smiled at each other, a couple still in love, navigating the tricky intersection of luxury, criticism, and public life. In the end, the lesson was clear. Fame magnifies everything, the highs, the lows, and even complaints about money. And for Joey and Kelsey, learning to balance their lavish lifestyle with authenticity was the ultimate reality test. The internet moves on, but the memories remain. As always, social media moved on. New scandals, new parties, and new reality stars captured the public's attention. But for Joey and Kelsey, the Miami party would remain a defining moment, a reminder that living in the limelight meant every word, every gesture, every sigh could spark a storm. And in that storm, they found resilience, humor, and a deeper understanding of what it truly meant to be a modern-day reality couple. With an anonymous post on a reality TV gossip forum. Screenshots of Joey and Kelsey's private chats had surfaced, allegedly showing them complaining about paying for a friend's wedding while planning yet another lavish Miami party. Fans went wild. The post was everywhere. Reddit, Instagram, TikTok. Memes were relentless. Joey holding a stack of cash, Kelsey rolling her eyes at a budget spreadsheet, captions like "living paycheck to paycheck, millionaire edition." Joey called Kelsey late that night, frustration in his voice. "They've got the wrong idea. These are private chats, taken out of context. This could ruin everything." Kelsey ran a hand through her hair. "I know, but the internet doesn't care about context. They just want drama." Meanwhile, a rival reality star, Taylor Greene, known for stirring up chaos online, posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Some people complain about money while hosting castles full of champagne. Guess we all have our priorities." Fans immediately speculated, was Taylor talking about Joey and Kelsey? The couple's phones blew up. Notifications came in faster than they could respond. Every media outlet from People to TMZ ran headlines analyzing the feud. In Miami, the backlash escalated. Joey and Kelsey noticed a drop in engagement on sponsored posts, and fan pages that once celebrated them were now dissecting every word they said. A TikTok went viral showing Joey and Kelsey at a yacht party, overlaid with dramatic captions. "When you complain about money, but your lifestyle says otherwise." The video had millions of views in hours. Even longtime fans questioned their authenticity. One comment read, "I used to love them, but now it's hard to take them seriously. It's like they live in a fantasy world." Joey felt the sting of criticism personally. "It's wild," he admitted to a close friend. "We worked hard to get here, but suddenly it feels like no matter what we do, it's wrong." Determined to regain control of the narrative, Joey and Kelsey held a strategy session in their penthouse suite. Laptops, phones, and legal pads surrounded them. "Option 1, Joey said, sipping water. "We go fully transparent. Show everything. Budgeting, sponsorships, income, full disclosure." Kelsey shook her head. "I don't think fans want that. They want the fantasy. Maybe we lean into humor, make fun of ourselves." They eventually settled on a hybrid approach, honesty with a dash of self-aware humor. Their next Instagram story showed them with mock sad faces holding dollar bills, captioned, "Budgeting is hard, even for the famous and fabulous." It was met with mixed reactions. Some applauded the humor, others called it tone-deaf. But it was a start. Despite their efforts, the press wasn't done. Gossip columns ran exposés titled "Inside Joey and Kelsey's Extravagant Life, Complaints, Leaks, and Controversy," and "The Bachelor Alumni in Financial Faux Pas." TV segments showed clips of their parties juxtaposed with the leaked chats, highlighting the apparent contradiction. Reality TV experts debated, were Joey and Kelsey entitled or simply overwhelmed by sudden fame? Even a podcast devoted an entire episode to their saga, with hosts saying, "We've never seen a couple so glamorous, yet so publicly stressed about money. It's a fascinating social experiment." The couple watched in disbelief. "Fascinating or terrifying," Kelsey muttered. One night, Joey had an idea. "Let's host a charity event," he suggested. "Something meaningful. We can show we care about more than parties." Kelsey loved the idea. They organized a beach gala raising funds for underprivileged youth, combining glitz with purpose. Press coverage shifted. Headlines now read, "Joey and Kelsey give back. Bachelor couple uses fame for charity," and social media buzz was largely positive. Fans who had been critical began to soften. Memes shifted from mocking to playful. "Look at them, still rich but now philanthropic too." It wasn't perfect redemption, but it was progress. Private struggles behind the glamour. Despite public gestures, Joey and Kelsey were still navigating personal challenges. Balancing sponsorships, content creation, and public appearances left little time for real connection. Late one night, Joey confessed, "Sometimes I just want normal life. No cameras, no comments, no drama." Kelsey nodded. "Me too, but that's not our life anymore. We have to adapt, or it will consume us." It was a humbling realization. Fame was intoxicating, glamorous, and terrifying all at once. Complaints about money weren't just financial, they were emotional. The couple had to learn that fame magnifies every frustration. Lessons learned and moving forward. Months passed and the public feud became a distant memory. Joey and Kelsey had embraced a more balanced lifestyle, sharing moments of luxury and simplicity alike. Their posts included workout routines, DIY date nights, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of business negotiations. Fans appreciated the authenticity. Even critics acknowledged their efforts. "They've grown up in front of us," one blogger wrote, from partygoers complaining about money to a couple navigating fame with humor and heart. Joey and Kelsey finally understood that reality TV fame was a double-edged sword. It offered glamour and opportunity, but magnified every misstep. They had learned to laugh at themselves, embrace authenticity, and engage with fans on a deeper level. Epilogue. The internet forgets, but the lessons remain. Social media moved on, as it always does. New scandals, parties, and reality stars took the spotlight. Yet for Joey and Kelsey, the Miami party, the leaked chats, and the criticism would remain a defining chapter in their story. Sitting on their balcony, Joey held Kelsey's hand. "We survived it," he said quietly. Kelsey smiled. "We did, and we're stronger for it." The waves whispered against the shore, reminding them that while fame is fleeting, growth is permanent. And for Joey and Kelsey, that lesson was worth every champagne-soaked night, every viral meme, and every whispered criticism.